Welcome to Al Stocks. In this video, we're going to break down the intrinsic value of the Facebook stock and show you in the next 3 to 5 years where the price action should go based on the fundamentals of the company. All right, guys, as you can see, the Facebook stock has been on a downtrend ever since the investigations and the whistleblower, but since they introduced the metaverse and changed their name, you can see that there has been a shift in regards to the MACD and the RSI. You start seeing a shift within the technical analysis. So as you can see, the highlighted boxes are what I'm going to be using in my DCF calculator to find the intrinsic value of Facebook. I'm going to be looking at the revenue, the net income, the shares, and the free cash flow. A couple things to note here is that in 2011, they made $1 billion in net income, but the year after that, they dropped significantly. So it's not going to be a problem now, but in the future, we're going to have to take the average of these 2 years of 2011 and 2013 to calculate a better DCF, but it won't affect us now. Furthermore, within this DCF, I'm going to give you a couple of different calculations based on different economic indicators. What I mean by that is Facebook shows an increased rate of net income. It'll all make sense when I show you the DCF, but just remember this number, 35.12%. In fact, just remember 35%. That's going to be one of the numbers I'm going to use to replace the net income, just to offer a holistic perspective. I want to use as much data as I can to find the actual value of the company. When you go shopping and you want to go for your Black Friday sale, you're not going to shop at just one store. Let's say you go to Best Buy, you're going to go online and you're going to go see if there's any price matches available. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm just trying to see, based off of all the indicators that this company has given me, what is the best price I can allocate an intrinsic value and attach it to this company. All right, folks, this is my intrinsic value calculator. If you would like access to it, it's going to be in the description box below and in the pinned comment section. So as promised, we're going to go ahead and take the net income from 2011 and the net income from 2020. These numbers are in millions. So back in 2011, they had $1 billion, right? 1,000 millions, right? And then in 2020, they had $29 billion. That gives you a growth rate of 45%. I'm going to change this with that revenue number, but I just want to show and share with you based off of the numbers they have right now and where might the Tesla stock be. So we're going to enter the free cash flows back from 2011 to 2020, 943, 377, 2860, 3626, 6076, 11617, 17483, 15359, lots of numbers, 21212, 23632. All right, now that we have the average free cash flow, we're going to go 10 years into the future, discount at a 10% discount rate with a 2% perpetuity model divided by the outstanding shares, which I showed you was 2888. All right. Within the next 3 to 5 years, Facebook stock should be at around $969.50. Honestly, we were expected to undergo a huge boom post-pandemic, but with the excess printing of money, with people quitting their jobs, the economic uncertainty increasing, Netherlands undergoing a partial lockdown because of rises in COVID cases, Taiwan tensions, semiconductor issues, supply chain issues, the list goes on. Economic uncertainties have crippled the outlook of many stocks. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to show you the CPI data really quickly. Just recently, we had a CPI data that shows a 6.2% of inflation. So that means the value of the dollar goes down. Again, bond rates is not good to be in under inflationary times, but stocks are good sources to be in. However, the market's been so propped up by monetary stimulus that the taper and future interest rate hikes might significantly impact stocks in the short term. To apply all that data, because of these economic uncertainties, I'm going to apply a 15% discount rate to Facebook purely because it is a tech sector play. By doing that, this automatically drops the price of Facebook to $455, right around, I think, the analyst estimate. Now, since inflation is among us, I'm going to take the halfway point between the normal 2% to 6%, and I'm going to choose a 4% perpetuity rate. By doing that, you can see that Facebook is really undervalued and it should be around $515. But you remember that number I showed you, that number of year over year? Because remember, this is 10 years ago when Facebook was just growing rapidly. It is, don't get me wrong, with the whole metaverse and everything. But we're going to assume a conservative outlook, and I'm going to take 35.12%. And when you do that, and this is assuming the most bearish of bearish case scenarios, you're going to get a stock of $265.71. Now, let's just say inflation still calms down. We're good. We're going to drop this down to 2%. But let's say President Biden has issues with Jerome Powell and he fires Jerome Powell, and we're going to have consistent economic uncertainty. But let's say supply chain issues were the issue, inflation is transitory, and then it drops back down to a 2%. We can go ahead and update our model to a 2% perpetuity. The worst that you could see the stock is around $236.89. In fact, if you look at the 52-week low of the stock, it's hovering around $244. So it's right around that intrinsic value. So you can see how accurate this model is. But let's now assume that 35% growth rate, and let's say inflation is transitory, and then the economic uncertainties pass, consumer sentiment increases, consumer spending increases, COVID's under control worldwide. Once America goes through those economic downturns, and then Warren Buffett starts buying stocks again from his stockpiles of cash, we can go back down to a discount rate of 10%. And this is the price target I stand by fundamentally for Facebook within the next 2 to 3 years. $487.38. You heard it here. I believe Facebook stock is a $487 stock in the next 2 to 3 years. Once we get out of these supply chain issues, once Facebook gets away from this whistleblower issue, it will become a $487 stock. And then once it gets to that level, I will update you and keep you posted. However, understand that before it gets to that price target, there might be some downturns within the stock and within the tech sector and stock market as a whole. Let me explain. So if you analyze Jeff Bezos' 13D and G filings, he hasn't really been selling Amazon stock. However, in the past 2 years, he sold 10% of his Amazon holdings. And do I even have to talk to you about Elon Musk selling also above $20 billion of stock? Remember, guys, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, I believe, are the two smartest people of our time. If we go ahead and look at Elon's tweet, today, Bernie Sanders said, "We must demand that the extremely wealthy pay their fair share, period." And Elon Musk replies, "Want me to sell more stock? Just say the word." As hilarious as this is, you have to understand, why are these two smart individuals selling? It could be a signal, and if you're going to ignore it, I would say that's foolish. Just put it in your investment thesis in the back of your mind as you engage in the stock market. If you stayed this long, consider subscribing, liking, and turning on all notifications. On a side note here, I want to talk to you one-on-one about these circulating crap coins that have infested YouTube. YouTube creators like Tom Nash have encouraged small YouTubers like myself to speak up about this injustice. Just a word of advice, if you're listening to me, please take whatever I say as a grain of salt. Remember this and always keep this in the back of your mind. I want you to close your eyes and think about your loved one, whether that be your wife, your husband, your children, your dog, your family, your parents, whatever it is. Those are the people you have to answer to. So before you make an investment, remember that those are the people you are responsible for taking care of, and don't listen to anyone online. My only mission on this platform is to educate, stimulate, and inspire the next generation to conquer Wall Street and to analyze a company. I just give you the way I like to do things. And as you know, it's an educational platform that I would like to provide to encourage folks to start taking control of their financial destiny. The problem with these crap coins is that they have no fundamental basis. You're only buying it because you believe a certain catalyst is going to arise that someone else is willing to buy up that coin at a higher price. Really, the only coins that I stand by from the point of view between my platform and my channel is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. That's another one that I'm looking into because of the engineers that are surrounding the company. Furthermore, even Dogecoin is in the gray area, considering Elon Musk and Mark Cuban literally amplifying and amping up this cryptocurrency. the thing is, I really see Bitcoin as future gold. Also, I would like to give a shout out to the 980 subscribers that have subscribed to my channel. We're about to hit 1,000, and this would not have been done without you. My videos have done extremely well. I would like to thank you for this amazing journey. Because of how well these videos have done, all thanks to you, I have received a lot of emails from advertisers and promotional people. I've rejected all of them because I've analyzed the material that they want me to talk about. Unfortunately, it does not fall in the best interest for my subscribers. To all the small YouTube creators out there, understand that a lot of these people take advantage of you and your subscribers. And when people subscribe to your channel, at least when I'm speaking to you all, I see you guys as family. I talk to you all as you guys were my own blood. If you go down to my channel pages, you'll see an article how I went from homelessness to medical school. In this world, some of us are not granted with an amazing family. Luckily, I have found an adopted family, and just when I thought I couldn't get any luckier, now I have all of you guys. And I promise, if I do any future advertisement and promotions, it will be in the best interest of all of you, something that I would honestly use. As always, thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and please stay safe.